welcome to another episode of Conversations with Jeff. Right, where our mission and our purpose is to share impactful stories from guest speakers from all over the world, sharing their experience, strength, and hope that they gain from going through the power of the comeback. Right, coming to you and leaving you with empowering solutions that you too can take right now, today, and begin a new journey in your life to find more strength than you've ever imagined, to recognize that you are meant for more, right? Because look, it's all preparing you for that battle that you got to go through life. We call it the comeback battle, and the stinking thinking that goes along with that smelly thinking about yourself, that negative messaging that we've all given ourselves stories about, stories that are not true, stories that are lifelong stories told to us by people that supposedly love us, told to us by people that really didn't love us, mean and hateful, right? But the same thing implies that no matter where it comes from, it gets stored. And that stinking thinking, it just runs constantly in our brain. That's that conversation we listen to ourselves with. There's two ways of having a conversation with self. One is listening to that running, negative, stinking thinking. It runs on and on and on. The other one is talking to yourself. And that's what we're about today, beginning to change the dialogue that you're thinking about by talking to yourself in a different way. Oh, man, God, I'm not trying to tell you that stinking thinking can now be your ally, right? You can now say, okay, not today. It's two of you, right? The past, the present, and the future. So that's three things that we've got going on. And I want to tell you today, man, that it is possible with work, a lot of work, and a commitment, something greater than what you got going on in your life right now, a bigger why than what you have right now, a bigger reason to really, really make the effort to change, right? And I know you can do it. I believe you can do it, because I've done it, and I've helped hundreds of other people do it also. So my name is Jeff Tyson. I'm known as the Comeback King, and I got that name from battling life's comebacks in all areas: relationships, health, sports, business, religion, all that stuff. And battling, coming through recovery. I mean, just you name it. What I learned along the way, and I share it all the time, is just the thinking that I had defined who I was, kept me stuck, kept me a prisoner of my own demise, right? So before I get into what we're here to talk about today, I got to ask, because I always do. You guys know what I'm getting ready to ask you. Those of you that hang out here with me and those of you that are comeback warriors, when you looked in the mirror this morning, if you did, who would you like? Who would you see coming back at you? Did you like who you saw looking back at you? That's a yes or no question, and only you know the answer to that. And if you did, that's great. Then come on here and tell people where you are and how that helped you, so they can also do the same thing. And for those of you that didn't like what you saw, like I have been experiencing lately in many days, it's possible to change that stuff, right? So I want to just spend a little time today around a word that is really kind of like, oh man, you hear it's used all the time. Stop procrastinating. Why are you procrastinating? Man, are you procrastinating again? It sounds familiar. Are you asking yourself that? Because we all know what procrastination means. We all been in that space where procrastination has just been that tool that kind of continues to throw a wrench in what we're doing. So I put some things out there earlier today that, some subtleties around procrastination, and I'm not going to take too much time. I want to kind of just highlight a couple of them. We all know what the obvious ones are, right? I mean, if you really want to get honest about it, it's the things about the truth, and it's the self-imaging. And I talked a little bit about it. It's based off of the stinking thinking, right? But these are some subtle little things, behaviors that we all have that kind of, if you want to get honest with yourself, can kind of give you an idea where you are and if it's procrastination or not. Right. And there's a whole lot of them, right? I just have a couple, and one of them is decisiveness. Are you finding yourself? Have you been a strong decision maker? And lately been kind of waffling on your decisions or putting off decisions, even the smallest decisions, just not making that snap decision. Because you know what? You got to make a good decision, right? And a good decision is a decision made, right? I'm going to say that again. A good decision, sometimes it's just making a decision made, right? Because how often do we sit there and hold on to something way longer than we need to, and then decide much longer after the expiration date's already passed, and the decision really is irrelevant? I know I do. All right. So, and then in the other one, so struggling to make decisions or consistently guessing yourself, second guessing yourself. Man, that's bad, man. Wait a minute. I made this decision. Can we change it? No, it's too late. You've already invested this, or you've already given the direction here, or made a commitment here. So it's hard to change the decision when you make it like that, right? And this other one, and we hear it all the time, perfectionism. Oh, I just got to get it right, man. I almost have it. I want to review, if it's business plan, I want to review it one more time and have my mentor, if you have one, look at it. Or if it's a relationship, oh, I want to make sure it's the perfect spot and the perfect night and all the things that go along with that first date you're trying to impress with. Or if it's, making a decision about, man, pick one. Tell me what it is. What is it that you procrastinate over when it comes to getting something right, you perfectionist folks out there? Let me know what that is. Put it in the chat when you hear this, right?